Hey, how are you? Welcome to One Piece of a Dream. My name is Richard, this is my wife Claire.
Hello.
And today we have early spoilers for One Piece chapter 1078 to share with you guys, so sit right back and buckle in, because this is going to be a doozy. We finally know who the traitor is. So yes, as the thumbnail suggested, this is not clickbait. The traitor is actually revealed in these spoilers. Now, these spoilers are only like half confirmed, but we're pretty sure that this is accurate according to the leakers it is.
Apparently the traitor is confirmed.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and just hop right into the spoilers. The main focus of this chapter, as I just mentioned, is the traitor's identity and also the traitor's motive, which should be obvious since we learn who the traitor is. We obviously want to know what the motive behind the traitor is. And York is the traitor. So yeah, Yorkimon! York is the traitor. Now, how is York the traitor? Well, that's, she did get turned to stone, if you forgot. So, here's the answers that we came up with. One of three things. Either a clone, hologram,
or she had S-Snake turn her back after everybody was gone.
Yeah, either when they all fell off the bridge, Frankie, Lilith, Pythagoras, and Usopp, you know, when they fell off while they were first confronting S-Snake, maybe S-Snake turned York back, and then York rushed off to go to the...
Because S-Snake didn't follow them down.
No, she didn't, and I don't think we actually saw York's statue after this, but I'm pretty sure York just ran off to the old Devil Fruit Research Center after this to go, you know, deal with Vegapunk still and everything else, all that stuff, and then shoot Shaka. Anyway, that's the answer we've all been waiting for. York is the traitor. I thought it was Edison. However, I was wrong admittedly, so I'll take the L on that, but so was a lot of other people. I know people were thinking that was mostly Shaka. Not gonna say, you know, all the people that said that. I know a few bigger YouTubers did, but, you know, I thought Edison.
A lot of people said that, actually.
Yes. Also, I have a video on why I thought it was Edison dropping sometime tonight or tomorrow. It's done. It's just going to be scheduled for sometime then. So keep an eye out for that.
It's not even like just about why you thought it was Edison either. There's so much more to it than that.
Yeah, it's a lot more than that. It's a big theory video about Vegapunk that'll explain a lot about the Void Century you probably never even thought about. Now let's move on to the rest of the spoilers. Okay, so Sanji versus S-Shark continues in this chapter. Sanji is using the Ifrit Jambe in this fight, and Sanji is manhandling S-Shark, but S-Shark isn't taking any major damage, and Sanji has the upper hand by a great extent. But, you know, what good is the upper hand if Sanji isn't actually hurting S-Shark?
I don't really see how it's considered an upper hand if he's not taking any damage.
Yeah, well, I guess if Sanji were to ever get tired, then I guess the fight would turn tables, but this is Sanji we're talking about. And I don't think Sanji's actually going to get tired at any point. If Sanji figures out that he can hit S-Shark when his flame goes out with that Lunarian DNA in him and actually, you know, do damage that way, then I suppose that Sanji could then win this fight. However, is Sanji going to win this fight? Don't know. Probably not relevant. Things are probably going to turn around at some point. But we'll see, because none of that's actually revealed in this chapter. That's just what we get about the fight. Now, next part. York did this to trigger major chaos in the world. Her dream is much deeper than just that. It is fully revealed in the chapter. What is York's dream? Well, obviously it's probably got something greedy about it.
She wants to eat, sleep, and poop for herself.
Yeah, she probably just wants to be the Vegapunk. My guess is that York is tired of being Vegapunk's eat, sleep, and poop clone, and more than likely wants to be more of one of the more important ones. She probably feels, since she's last on the list, that she's the least important of all the clones, and she literally is Vegapunk's greed, so I'm guessing that research funding probably has something to do with this. I mean, she does have access to the same brain as everybody else, and she's just doing her job normally. So what my guess is here is that she more than likely just wants to be the Vegapunk. She doesn't want to have to be his poop doll thing anymore, whatever you can call that. I mean, she eats and sleeps and poops for six other people. So I can imagine that maybe that would get boring and tedious after a while. It probably wouldn't be too fun, because I mean, she gets really
What
big.
if she wants to do other things?
Yeah, she can't do other things if she's stuck eating, sleeping, and pooping all day for several people. And maybe she wants to keep her girlish figure, you know? Maybe she doesn't want to be...
I mean, as soon as she poops, it comes back, so...
That is true. Maybe she doesn't want to have to get fat like that. Maybe she's never really that hungry. I don't know. Maybe York just, you know, wants to do science things instead and get money in the process. Maybe she just doesn't feel like there's enough money coming in. I mean, we did see a foreshadowing sort of theme with this, to be honest, the entire time, where pretty much all the Vegapunks, at least, sorry, not all of them, but we did see Stella, and we saw Lilith, and we saw somewhat Pythagoras, and, you know, I forget who else. I think there was another one. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they all wanted research funds. It was brought up several times. Edison my bad. Nix Pythagoras, Edison brought up the research funds thing in a way, because Nami wanted to take the diamonds and Edison didn't want to let her. I'm assuming that this is probably also research fund related. I could be wrong, and that may be entirely not true, but I think that we were foreshadowed the Vegapunk of Greed being the culprit with this greedy persona we keep seeing shine through from all of the Vegapunks. Yes, now moving on, there are other small events in this chapter too, being Egghead itself, and what those small events are, we're not really sure, but apparently the small events in this chapter will basically be leading into things that are going to be hyping us up for future chapters. So, as if we weren't already hyped enough, and as if we actually needed more hype, come on, this whole situation's a big mess, and I don't know why people were complaining last chapter about it being bad. I thought it was personally pretty good.
I think this whole arc has been pretty good. It's been very exciting.
Yeah, come on. How is that bad? Shaka got shot. People were getting they were just probably mad because Usopp and Frankie.
That was upsetting, but it wasn't, bad.
I feel like people were just mad because Usopp got turned to stone and all that stuff. I don't really see how it was a bad chapter. If you can enlighten me on how this was...
Frankie got turned to stone, too.
Yeah, Frankie got half turned to stone. If you can enlighten me how it was a bad chapter, please let me know. If you try to say it's because Oda forgot that Boa's technique should have turned Frankie fully to stone, that technique that S-Snake used actually does only turn the portion that gets kicked to stone. So, there's that. If it's another thing, please enlighten me. I am totally lost on why people hated that chapter, or at least said it was mid. Anyway, finally, the end of the chapter, as I said, will hype us up for major events in the future. We don't know what those events are yet. Leave your theories down below. I have ideas too. Clearly, those events are going to probably have something to do with Egghead being maybe obliterated. I don't know. Oda's got to...
I think it might be Blackbeard related.
Why? Why would it be Blackbeard related?
Because we haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm more concerned about the fact that literally the entire world government is on their way to Egghead, including Gorosei. I want to know what's going to happen with that. Is the island just going to get obliterated? Are they actually going to go and board onto the island or I guess dock at the island and try to go fight one-on-one? How is this going to go? I want to see what's going to happen with the Gorosei. I want to know if they're actually going to... is Luffy going to get into a fight with the Gorosei? That's what I want to see.
Probably.
I think it's a possibility. I think that Sanji and Zoro will probably end up fighting Kizaru. I think that that's where it's going to go. I think the captain is obviously going to fight their captain. So, Gorosei member obviously being the captain of this armada, since the admiral is second in command. In my mind, I just ranked them as that being the pairing. Is Luffy ready to fight a Gorosei? No idea. We don't know how strong he is.
Somebody said Luffy no diff Saturn, but I don't think it's going to be that simple.
Luffy ain't no different Saturn. Believe me, Saturn is going to know how to fight. I don't think that Sun God Nico is just going to no diff him. I think that Saturn's probably immortal. All the Gorosei are. And I think that they have, probably ancient weapon levels of destructive ability. I think that we're going to see a seriously big fight here. And for all we know, Egghead may end up like Leloucia, or Egghead may not even get destroyed. Because Egghead is kind of starting to sound a little bit too foreshadowed. We've had multiple characters now foreshadowing Ohara 2.0, Sendamaru, Big News Morgan, Shaka. All of these characters now have foreshadowed the destruction of Egghead. However, we got a lot of foreshadowing saying that Yamato was going to join the Straw Hats, and Yamato never joined the Straw Hats. So I don't really trust Oda at his word anymore when it comes to sorts of obvious foreshadowing where people say things and then we're supposed to expect them to happen. I don't buy it, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Obviously, it's probably going to be a pretty lit chapter. The people that are leaking it think it's going to be lit, or say it's going to be lit. I guess not think. Think wouldn't be the right word. They know it's going to be lit. But as far as me and her can tell, things are shaping up to be pretty crazy. I cannot believe York is the traitor. I really still honestly have a hard time believing it.
Really.
It really is. I still want to believe it's Edison or it's more than one Vegapunk. I honestly feel like it's got to be more than just York. How is York the only one behind this? I feel like they're a hive mind. There has to be more than just one traitor, I would think. I would think that York, yes, may also be behind it, but I just can't bring my mind to accept that it's only York. I feel like this much stuff that's going on...
Do you think she had help?
Probably. I think that someone's probably helping her. Do I think it's anyone like Lilith or anything? No, I don't think Lilith is a traitor. Do I think Edison? I don't like him. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want him to be the traitor because it just makes sense, but that's for me, and I'm just being selfish and biased, so I know he's probably not a traitor. Probably not. We'll see. Pythagoras? Maybe, but maybe not. Shaka could be in league with York, maybe, but we just saw him get shot in the head, so that's kind of indicating.
I don't think he's alive anymore.
I don't think I'm pretty sure he's dead, but maybe he will get back up. Maybe, we have to admit, though, shooting him in the head, it's kind of indicating, but I also kind of wonder, why did York shoot him in the head with a regular gun and not a future gun? What's the deal with that? Why a regular weapon? They
That's
have...
a good question.
Yeah, they make weapons for the Marines. They have much better weapons. Why on earth a regular gun? Use something that's actually futuristic, unless it's because they don't make futuristic like types of ray guns or anything, because Vegapunk believes in weapons of peace, and that's not a weapon of peace. But that can't be true because the Kizaru laser exists. So there should probably be a ray gun somewhere that maybe does shoot Kizaru lasers, because the Pacifista and the Seraphim both have it. So I mean, I would imagine that there probably is a ray gun on the island, at least one that she could have gotten or made that could shoot the Kizaru laser.
Hold on a minute, I just thought of a thing. Maybe she used a regular gun to make it look like someone else did it. Like when the Marines arrived, maybe it was to make them think that a Marine shot him.
Maybe that, or they were working together and that gun was actually a hologram, and so was Shaka. No, that actually happened, and we're gonna get a whole big reveal that Shaka is also a traitor. Either way, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This chapter does sound pretty hype. And don't listen to the leakers. Have your own opinion about the chapter. Don't let people... Well, I don't want to say don't listen to leakers. Don't listen to the people, because the leakers are the one who started the whole last chapter sucked phenomenon. Really, come to your own conclusions. Don't just say something sucks because other people say it sucks. Say it sucks because you think it sucks. If you genuinely think it sucks, then yeah, you think it sucks. Say so. If you didn't think it sucked, don't think it sucks just because someone tells you to. And if you thought it was mid, you thought it was mid. Have your own opinion. Be your own person. That's all I got for you guys. That's my moral lesson of the day. Peace, guys.
Bye.
Oh, and maybe watch this video.